Hello beautiful yogis. So just a very short flow class today. This is beginner's stage, so even if you're intermediate you can join us just to give the body a little bit more stretch, a little bit more flow. I look forward to seeing you on the mat. So closing down the eyes, let's come into the breath. We always want to come back to the breath this morning to let go of thoughts that may be zooming around our head. So taking a big inhale, let's put the left hand on the belly, the right hand on the heart. As you feel the breath coming through your body, warming up the body for the morning or the afternoon, whenever you're doing it. Be aware of the rise of the chest and the fall of the belly. Set an intention for your day. And gently opening the eyes. And straight away we're going to go into a twist. So take the left hand and put the left hand behind you. The right hand goes onto the left knee, sitting up nice and straight. Exhaling, turning to the left. Feel a beautiful stretch, just gently warming up the spine. Then turn the body back to center and straight away come into the opposite direction. Sitting up nice and straight. Twisting to the right. And then coming back. And then you can remove your block or your book from under your seat. Bringing it just in front of you. You're going to exhale, push into the block or book as you roll your body forward. Keep your tailbone on the floor. Come to a place that you can just sink into this space and enjoy. And then inhale, pull the block or your book all the way back up. Straight away, you're going to take your hands and clasp them behind you. Pull up and back and look up to the sky, stretching your shoulders and your back. And exhale, bring your head forward. Keep the buttocks on the floor. Pull out with your arms, like someone's pulling your arms behind you. And enjoy the stretch. Then bring the arms all the way back up. We're just going to do a very gentle flow to each side. So bring your right hand out, left arm leans all the way up. Bend into the right elbow as the left arm comes down. And we're going to immediately go onto the other side. Inhaling up, exhaling, left hand comes down, right arm goes up. One more time to each side, opening up. And then coming back to center. And straight away we're going to start some cat counts. So take your block and put it to the side. Onto your hands and knees, shoulders under wrists, wrists under shoulders. Open your hands and spread your fingers wide. So you can choose to keep your feet flat on the mat, or you can Press the toes into the back of the mat. Whatever feels good in your body. As you inhale, exhale, push the mat away and come into cat. Inhale into cow, dropping the belly, chest comes forward, tailbone points up, and exhale into cat. Keep going through and doing these in your own time. Close down the eyes and feel into your moving meditation. And now when you're ready, take some big circles all the way around one side of the mat. And all the way around the other. Open the hips, open the shoulders. And let's push back into child's pose. So big toes together, pushing buttocks onto heels. And you can take your hands and put them all the way in front of you in extended child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. Push out through your fingertips. Push back through your tailbone. Create that energy from one point of your body to the next. Big breaths through the upper back. The next inhale is going to bring you up to set up for thread the needle. So we come up into tabletop, lifting up the right hand and exhaling it all the way under the left arm onto the floor, palm facing up as the ear and the shoulder comes down to the floor. Feel that back opener. Breathe into this stretch and apply some gentle pressure through your left hand if it feels good. The next exhale will pull you all the way back up. Put your hand on the mat again and then lift up your left arm and exhale it all the way under the body. Bring in shoulder and ear down to the mat once more, pushing through your right hand. Coming up, inhale and getting ready to set up for downward facing dog. So you might want to bring your hands out a little bit further in front of you. Tuck of the toes. Pull back on the hips. Inhale. Let's lift the knees of the mat and exhale the hips all the way to the back of the room. Keep a nice gentle bend in your knees and walk out your dog straight away. Feel into those spaces. Hear the cracks and the creaks. And on the next inhale, come up onto your toes and then push all the way back once more. Bend into the knees, look to the front of the mat and walk gently and quietly all the way into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhaling, looking out to the distance, flat back. Exhale, coming in. Now walk your hands over to the left side of the room, all the way over. Feel the stretch in your hips. Breathe into the space. And then all the way over to the right side. back to center, bend into the knees, very gently rolling vertebra by vertebra all the way to the top of the mat. Rolling the shoulders up, back and around, standing up nice and tall and straight. Tadasana, mountain pose. On the inhale, circle the arms all the way up, look up, 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 and then exhale all the way down, swan diving, gentle bend to the knees. You're going to look out to the distance straight away, looking out to the distance with a nice flat back. And exhale, let's step back into plank. So hands go onto floor, bend one leg to the back of the mat and the other leg push out through your heels and out through your head. And then bring your knees, chest and chin straight down to the mat. Press the top of the toes into the mat. Make sure the elbows are pulled in against the body. And inhale into a little gentle baby cobra. Exhaling, coming all the way back down. And now I want you to tent your hands to the side of your body. As you inhale, press into the fingertips. Come up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up and look over the right side. Exhale, come down. And now over the left side. And back down. And then push up into tabletop. And back to child's pose. And slowly bring your hands all the way in towards you, and then come up on your knees as you circle your hands all the way up to the sky. Look up, palms go together and touch, and bring them all the way back down to the mat. All the way back down to the mat. Stretch out again, child's pose, and then let's do that again. So all the way up. Circle them around, bring them all the way back down. Push out now as we come back up into plank, tuck of the toes, and then roll back over the toes into downward facing dog. Take some deep breaths here. Bend at the knees, look to the front of the mat and step walk or try a gentle jump all the way to the front, exhaling into forward fold. Bend into your knees once more and push the floor away, coming up, up, up and looking up. Hands come down through heart, please. Samastiti equals standing. Take some deep breaths. As we inhale, the arms go up once more. Look up. Exhale, coming all the way down. Step left foot, then right foot to the back of the mat into plank. Bring your knees, chest and chin all the way down to the floor. Set up for Cobra pose as you push up into Cobra. Then come back down. And we're going to slide our hands all the way back down to our lower ribs. And this time we're going to push up into upward facing dog. So pushing into the hands to bring you up. And then you're going to press into the backs of the feet to take the thighs off the mat and look up. And then if you can, Roll over the toes into downward dog. If you want to put your knees down, you absolutely can. If you're coming with me, pulling your hands like you're trying to pull them forward and pull the mat forward, and then pressing back into downward facing dog. Hang out here, take a deep breath, and move your body so it feels good. Bend into the knees, look to the front of the mat, and step forward. Hold the back of your calves and pull yourself towards your knees. And then we're going to bend into our knees and roll up very gently. Once again, vertebra by vertebra. But just roll the shoulders back and come into Tadasana pose. So now step to the long edge of your mat and open your legs nice and wide. Make sure that your feet are parallel to the back of the mat. So what you're going to do now is you're going to turn your left foot out to the side and keep your right foot on a 90-degree angle facing alongside your mat. So we're coming into Warrior Two. Pull your thigh back and around, keep your hips to the side of the room, look at your first and second toe, so when you bend into your knee, you can make sure your knee doesn't creep over the top of them. And bring your hands all the way out. Turn the head around to the front and look over the middle finger. Warrior Two. Now with Warrior Two, you always want to make sure your heel and your arch of your foot is aligned, and then your body will be completely straight and in your type of alignment. So what I want you to do now is inhale, straighten the front leg, drop the back hand down as the top hand lifts but leans forward like you're trying to pick an apple or something from the tree. And then drop the top arm when you can't reach any further and swing the back arm all the way up to come into triangle pose. Now you can stop wherever you want to, so you may be up really, really straight, and that's fine, as long as you feel like you're in a triangular position, almost like you're a piece of bread and you've just been put into the toaster. So nice and flat. If you can bring your hand down to the floor, then you can do that. Keep your eyes straight ahead or look up. Push into the back foot and open up the hips. Exhale, bend into the front knee and come all the way up into Warrior Two once more. Pushing in through the front foot, let's set up again now for the opposite side. So take your right foot and point it to the front of the room. Look at your alignment and make sure you're nice and straight. Bend into the front knee, look over the front fingers and just check that you can still see your toes. Push through the side of the back foot. Coming once more into Trikonasana triangle pose, you're going to straighten the front leg as you lift the front arm up and reach forward like you're trying to pick something again from that very tall tree, and then drop your arm down as your back arm paints the sky, coming into triangle pose. Once more, over to the right. And if you want to, choose to look up. So bending into the front knee, let's come back up once again to warrior two, and then up to the front. And now we're going to come forward. So put your hands on your hips and then gently bring yourself forward. Now if you want to put a block on the floor in front of you, you certainly can do that. Otherwise, please bend into your legs, making sure there's no pulling. When you come down as far as you can go, you can put your hands to your blocks or your legs, or you can put your hands to the floor. But everybody bend into the knees and push up so that your tailbone goes a little bit higher. And if your hands are on the floor, you can creep them back to be in line with your feet, bringing the top of the head down to the floor. Now you don't want the top of the head to actually touch the floor. So if the top of the head is on the floor, then shuffle your feet in to shorten your stance a little bit more. Bend into the knees again and lift up through the tailbone. So come out of your stretch now, leaning all the way out, and we're going to go over to the left foot. So walking your hands to the left, just leaning down very gently over to this side of the room. And then doing the same on the right. Coming back to center. And when you're ready, coming into Malasana. Wide-legged squat, gently making your way down onto the floor, pushing in to your legs and your knees, opening them up, putting your hands at your center of your chest and close down the eyes. Use your forearms to push your knees and your thighs away. So coming all the way down to the mat now, bring your feet together into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Hold onto your feet or your ankles. Press through your thighs, opening the hips. Bring the knees up. And come onto the hands and knees once more. Push straight back into child's pose, and this time, instead of having your hands in front, I want your hands to go behind you. So you can leave your knees open as much as you want, but take the hands and put them just to the back of the feet. Feel the breath in the back body. And when you're ready, roll up nice and gently and come to lie on the back of your body. Roll down really gently. Bring one leg and then the other leg into your chest. Draw some big circles on the sky. Pull your knees back into the chest and straighten out the left leg now. Take your left hand on top of your right leg. Your right hand can be out the side. And exhale the knee all the way over. Turn your head and face your right hand. Enjoy this twist, and then come back up. go to the other side. Pull the knees into chest. Draw your right leg long. Take the right hand, put it on the left knee. Left hand goes out. Bring your body all the way over to the right side of the room. Turn your head if you want. And then come back. Pull the knees in once more. And let's spread the knees out nice. And let's spread the legs out nice and wide into Shavasana. Just a short flow today. Something to start the day off or to continue into your afternoon, wherever you are right now. Just take these few moments just to relax. Let your body soak up the practice. Feel your feet as they gently sink into the floor. Backs of your legs, thighs, buttocks, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingers. Let go of your neck, your head. Let your eyes sink gently back into your head. Relax your face. Relax your lips. Let go. On the next inhale, just moving through the fingers and toes. Be very gentle with yourself as you roll over to one side. Take a breath on this side. Push yourself up nice and gently. Cross your legs. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Bring your hands into heart. Thanking yourself for coming to do the practice this morning, this afternoon or this evening. I look forward to seeing you again on the mat. Namaste. Well done you for taking the time to come to the mat. I will see you next time.